Welcome back, listeners. I'm Robin Black, and this is It's All About Healing podcast. Today, we have a special guest today. We have Ghamdan. I love that name, but he's going to talk to us today about type 2 diabetes and how he started with the health and wellness industry. Ghamdan, how are you today?
I am fine, thank you. And I
Thank
hope
you.
that you are doing well.
I am doing well. I'm doing very well, but this is a very interesting topic, especially because so many people are struggling with diabetes. So I'm very interested in to know a lot about this. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself to begin with?
Okay, first of all, thank you for having me in your podcast.
Yeah, no
And
problem.
first thing, I want just to introduce myself. My name is Ghamdan. I am a holistic wellness coach. Uh, I help people with type 2 diabetes achieve diabetes remission and avoid complications so they can live a happier, healthier, and longer life. This is like the main thing what I am aiming for. And
Hmm.
I found a company or business so I can provide support for those who are struggling with diabetes.
Absolutely. I like that. And so how did you enter into this industry?
Uh, the beginning was difficult, so it was like a response to my own story.
Hmm.
So years ago, I was struggling with some health issues like excessive snoring. I went to see the doctor multiple times, but I couldn't. I mean, they say it's okay, something normal, or so I couldn't get get it diagnosed, and I had like some chest pain. Uh,
Hmm.
uh, I was overweight as well.
Hmm.
Uh, Even like when I used to walk, I felt like I am an old man
Yeah.
in the early ages. Like I was, I think, about 38, something like that. But
Hmm.
I felt like an old man.
Yeah.
After that, then I started looking at health and nutrition and fitness. I started learning about nutrition. I did some courses. Then I went to learn about fitness and about healthy lifestyles. From there, I managed to overcome, s- I mean, the health issues that I was struggling with.
Yeah.
Even I lost about 16 kilos of my weight.
Yeah.
Then things improved. No chest pain, no snoring, having a short breath. I mean, sometimes
Right.
I couldn't breathe like properly, but now I'm fine. I am healthy. Even I look young. When I meet some people, what they say, how old are you? When I
Uh-huh.
tell them, they don't believe. Someone thought I was like about 30, 35, and he didn't believe me when
Uh-huh.
I talked to him.
Well, you do. You do look good. So that's very good. So what exercises did you start out with in your journey?
The first thing I did uh, at the beginning, I thought just exercise is like it's something just a routine before.
Hmm.
Then when I started doing exercise, I tried like a cardio first a little bit. Then
Okay.
I went straight away to high intensity interval training.
Okay.
So this is my preferred type of exercise.
Mhm.
I started, maybe you know Dr. Axe. He is a functional medicine doctor in America.
Mhm.
So I started learning from him about high intensity interval training. Then I looked at other sources.
Yes.
Then at the beginning, I mean, I struggled with it because I was doing it myself.
Mhm.
There was no personal trainer or someone to help me. So I tried. I made some mistakes. Even while I noticed that when I started doing it, the exercises, I used to exercise, then sit down.
Mhm.
That caused me to like feel asleep.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Okay, it happened a few times. Then when I used to do it, then when I kept moving my
Mhm.
body, I felt things normal. Then I started thinking about it. Then I noticed that I had to cool down after the exercise. So
Okay.
my preferred exercise is high intensity interval training, and the reason for that is I can do it in because I was busy, like you can say like a busy professional.
Mhm.
So I didn't have enough time. So that was the best thing, even in terms of the results and the effect were great. So like the effects take up to 48 hours. So I do
Mhm.
only about 30 minutes of exercise. Then I have got, you know, instead of spending hours just for exercise, so I do it just a little bit. I mean, the results are good.
Yeah.
So then every 2 days, I do another exercise.
Okay. I like that. I like that. And then as far as I know you said that you had trouble with snoring and stuff. How did you know that that was due to your diabetes and not like sleep apnea, or was it a little bit of both? Like, what exactly was it?
When I went to see the doctor just to diagnose it, they tried, they checked around my neck here and there,
Oh. Mhm.
but he said it's okay. I mean, there is nothing specific to say about it. But when I changed my lifestyle and eating habits, and I started to exercise, the snoring disappeared itself.
Oh, nice.
So I didn't do anything special, but it's just I changed my diet. I started exercising and changed many things in my life. So I followed like healthy lifestyle choices. So
Mhm.
that, I mean, the snoring went itself. Even the I used to have like a punch here in my
Mhm.
chest. Sometimes, like, you know, when you don't know, you punch someone with with something like a needle or something. I used to have
Yeah.
it regularly.
Oh,
Then
wow.
that disappeared.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow. That's interesting. I've never heard of that. That's pretty scary. That had to have been very scary.
yeah.
And what did you start eating when you were trying to better your diet? What were the things that you started with?
Uh, the first thing I did, I mean, the first thing I did, I started. I tried to avoid number one processed foods.
Mhm.
So this was the first thing to do, just to eliminate or avoid processed foods.
Okay.
Then I looked at sugar. I s- just uh, to stop sugar. It took me about 1 year. So I used to have like for tea or coffee, about 3 spoons. So I did. I reduced it to 2 spoons for 3 months. Then the next 3 months, 1 spoon. Then after that, half. After that, completely. Then I looked to like biscuits, chocolates, something like that. Anything processed, eliminated. Then I
Okay.
started looking at organic food.
Hmm.
So just following that route.
Yeah.
Look at fruits and vegetables, even like red meat, and this I reduce it to the minimum. I mean, even no chicken, no meat, nothing at all. Then it's like a detox. Then after that, then I started building up my system or routine in terms of nutrition and exercise and even sleep. Sleep was a big thing for me to mention, because I used like sleep late at night, for example. But then I started to prioritizing sleep,
Hmm.
uh, like from 9, or between 9 and 10, I had to go to sleep.
Right.
So I don't go
Absolutely.
like for me 11 it's late,
I
12
got
but sometimes, if there is something I had to stay late, but it's like a 1 day a month, but it's not
it.
something regularly, so the body can rebuild itself when we sleep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like that. And what are some ways to minimize the risk with type 2 diabetes as far as complications?
The number one, people need to look at what what was the cause of diabetes. uh, when you look at the risk factors for to develop type 2 diabetes, there are many risk factors. Some of them like age, family history, um, lifestyle, food, environment. There are different things,
Hmm.
so they need to look at the factors and start working on them. Let's say, for example, if food is the usually you will find foods are the main things, but there
Hmm.
are other factors that can cause type 2 diabetes. Then when it becomes complicated, then people can develop a sort of insulin resistance, which is like things goes worse.
Hmm.
uh, to avoid complications, they have to manage the blood sugar levels, so they try to keep it in what it's called the normal range or the healthy range.
Hmm.
So uh, like you for example, you eat a food, then you check your blood sugar, and before eating you check your blood sugar. Then like 2 hours after eating, you check your blood sugar levels. So this helps just to control it or to manage it. It won't
Hmm.
resolve it. And having like the medication as well can save the people from uh, having type 2 diabetes complications like heart disease, kidney problems, or even vision issues. Like sometimes people can get blurred vision because of high blood sugar levels.
Hmm. Wow.
So this has, especially the blood sugar levels, has to be and the control. So if it goes too much, so it cause, I mean, it's a life threatening threatening condition.
Yeah. Wow. So, and as a holistic wellness coach, like what exactly are you doing with your clients to help them?
At the moment, I created a community, a group of people there. So I provide some sort of educational content or provide them with helpful information.
Hmm.
This like to build the foundation for them to understand the challenges that come with type 2 diabetes, what they need to do, how they can improve insulin sensitivity when
Hmm.
they exercise, for example, or when they sleep, or if they don't sleep, how it can affect their blood sugar levels, something like that. So I provide them with helpful content or information. I created a coaching program. This
Okay.
is just completed. It's new. So uh, the program covers multiple aspects of health or health and wellness. So it covers nutrition, physical activity, sleep, stress, and maintaining weight. So so it's like a holistic approach to help people.
Okay. I like that. And what exactly is like the website for that for people who need that help?
People can reach out to me by visiting my website. It's wellnessimpact.org, wellnessimpact.org, or they
Okay,
can just search for my name on social media or LinkedIn.
I like that. And what else do you have to add for individuals who are struggling with type 2 diabetes?
Uh, I have joined uh, some groups in Facebook to learn about
Hmm.
the people who are suffering from diabetes. And being there, I learned lots of things. I learned about their struggles. I learned what some people did to overcome struggles.
Hmm.
Uh, People need to have the right mindset. This is very important. I think this is like the first thing to start with, to have the right mindset, not to just say, okay, that's it, and this is the life, and or you accept that
Right.
you can just live with it until the end of your life. No, so you need to take a step forward. You try different things. So mindset is number one. Second thing is look at what you eat. Look at the processed foods are the biggest thing when it
Hmm.
comes to uh, health issue that are related to uh, health issues that related to lifestyle.
Hmm.
So it's the lifestyle that we live in or we follow. It affects our health.
Yeah, absolutely.
And second thing, I mean, after full nutrition, mindset and nutrition, I know some people cannot move. Some people may have like sort of disability, but they can try something like there are some seated exercise they can do it even
Hmm.
if they are on the chair to keep the body moving.
Right.
the arms, the neck, and something like that. And to prioritize sleep.
Hmm.
Sleep is key factor uh, to have a healthy lifestyle, so the
Okay.
body can rebuild itself.
Hmm.
Growth hormone is when we sleep. I mean, i- I will give you one example. If I don't, I mean, if I sleep late, next day, if I have to do my exercise, so I feel exhausted
Hmm.
because of the sleep.
Right.
If I don't sleep, I mean, sleep is not good enough, so it affects my next day.
Right, that sleep deprivation. Yeah, that when you're sleep deprived, you can't do
Mm,
anything. It's like you don't
mm,
want to do anything but sleep the next
yeah.
day. You're extremely sluggish. And I myself struggle with that. So, on
Yeah.
average, I mean, I know they always say 8 hours, but when that's just not really possible, what would you suggest the minimum hours of sleep would be?
I read some articles and I looked at this. The minimum they I think found is the minimum for type 2 diabetes. What I have read was about 7 hours. 7 hours,
Mhm.
but you need to have quality. You might sleep 8 or 9,
Mhm.
but the quality of your sleep is not good, so you don't have like that deep sleep. You feel
Right.
that you sleep, you had enough sleep. So like my pro tip for sleep is to avoid uh, blue light or devices, I mean your phones, number one, before you sleep. It's like about 1 hour before you sleep, avoid uh, any electronic device like the phone,
Mhm.
computer, or something like that, and the blue light as well. So you get your body ready to fall asleep straight away. I
Yeah.
go to I feel uh, I mean I go to sleep straight away, like about 10 to 15 minutes. I am sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight away.
I understand. That's why I was thinking because you said an hour before, and I'm like, well, if we're just sitting there in the
No,
dark,
I mean you can do things. You can do things, but if I like I'm going to sleep, or like before sleeping, I'm just chatting or checking things, so
uh,
the body stay awake. So the signal is still the signal uh, from outside is giving your body that you are still awake. So it's not time to
right,
sleep. Something like, I mean. Uh,
right. I see what you're saying.
yeah,
Yes.
and try to keep the room dark as much as you can,
Hmm.
so you feel the sleep. So light can disrupt sleep.
Right. I understand that because that if you're just in a dark room, that'll just make you fall asleep.
Yeah,
I would think. How did it? So when you were on this journey, this wellness journey yourself, how did it affect you mentally? Like, what type of adversities did you yourself have to overcome?
yeah. Before, when I struggled from health issues, like I felt that's it. This is
Hmm.
how is life.
Right.
So when you reach to the age of 35,
Hmm.
then I mean life, I mean your strength, your health, everything starts to go down.
Yes.
Yeah, so either you have it like this, or you have it like goes down slowly, slowly, slowly.
Yeah.
So that was the big thing. So at the time, so I thought that's how is life.
Yeah.
Then having the right mindset, yes, so you can change, because if you when you decide to change, you will change. I mean, things will be improved.
Mhm.
Uh, I just from my own experience, when I started learning about nutrition, I started giving nutrition advice to
Mhm.
people, so they were resistant to the advice.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah. Then what? I had like, because in when you learn about nutrition and you become like passionate about it, excited, you
Yes.
want straight away to go and help. Then uh, there was like an introduction to nutrition. I cannot. I think it's the Nutrition Institute in America,
Mhm.
the Health and Nutrition Institute, if I am right.
Mhm.
Uh, what he advised the founder, he said, keep your mouth zipped until you have someone to ask for the help. That
Yeah.
was like a big thing for me, because
Mhm.
I felt frustrated. Do you know when? Because it's not about, because change is not easy.
Right.
It's difficult.
Very.
You can change only if you decide from the inside.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will continue like that. People say, okay, we will just go with medications and things will be fine.
Right.
But for like having what helped me mentally is the biggest thing is I strengthen my body in terms of nutrition. Then doing the exercise, it was like boosting my mental health.
Mhm.
Uh, when the day that I do exercise, uh, my mental health is like on the roof,
Oh,
very
that's
high,
I like that.
very very high. Uh, if I stress for something, you do just anything, a type of exercise, even walking,
Mhm.
is like things goes away itself.
Yeah.
So that's how you can. I mean, just following a healthy lifestyle can improve the mental health as well.
I like that. And then it was just funny when it was just funny when you mentioned after 35, you just you just kind of get to the point where you accept you're just like this is the end all be all. Like this is
Yeah,
just
yeah,
who I am. This is life. Because a lot of us are in that state of mind right now where you like your knees hurt, like so many things are falling
exactly.
apart. You feel like, but you're saying that it's not over. Like, how did you overcome that hump of feeling that?
Do you know, you mentioned about knees. My
Hmm.
knees, or one of them, the right one,
Hmm.
was hurting me, and
Hmm.
there was pain there. So even when I used to walk, I used to walk like this.
Hmm.
Do you know when someone has a stick?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I know
I
what
had
you mean.
knee pain on the right side,
Hmm.
very painful.
Yes.
So just to release, relieve it a little bit. So when you walk outside and you go there, even when I used to go upstairs, so
Hmm.
uh, like this, so you will
Yeah.
notice this is like only like people who suffering from sort of disability will do
Hmm.
that. But
Hmm.
I did that. Now I'm fine. I can go. I can run. Even when I run in place, I can jump.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, so having the knee pain is, you can say, I managed to recover from knee pain 98 to 99. So it's like completely fine.
Wow.
Only what it affects it if I sit down for 2 hours on the on the chair. So I need to keep moving. Every one
Okay.
hour I move, I go do something, move around and go. So I try not to sit down more
Right,
than
right.
1 hour.
That makes sense. That makes sense because I struggle with like my left knee. My left knee is killing me all the time,
Yeah.
and that's what I do. So just because my at my when I'm at my regular job, that's what I'm doing. I sit down all day. So your suggestion is to every hour just get up, walk around the office, do something, and then come back and sit down.
Yes, exactly. And even here, I bought a book. It's called, just for this reason, I bought this book.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Just to learn about, because there was a statement saying is sitting down is the new smoking.
That makes
There
sense.
is a
That's actually
statement. You can check it online.
yeah.
Some people may disagree about it, but yeah, I try not to sit down, even if I had to sit down longer than 1 hour. So I don't hit the 2 hours. So I need have a gap between each like session, or each time I sit down.
Yeah, that'll get you up and going anyways. That way you don't become lazy because when you sit down for too long, you don't want to do anything. Like your ambition to keep going is just gone.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's interesting. I never even thought about that because I did. I just associated my knee pain with just age. Like, oh, okay, well, this sucks. Now I'm almost 40, so this is just what's gonna happen.
No, no, no. Uh, do you know when I started lifting weight,
Hmm.
uh, I tried with these like adjustable weights, dumbbells.
Hmm.
So 10 and 10. I couldn't lift 10 and 10. I couldn't.
Yeah.
If you go to the gym, they will laugh at me.
Oh, that's mean.
What I did, because it's adjustable, I removed some of the weight. So it was about 6 or 7 here and 7. So when I used to lift, to do like squat and go up, I felt my body will is like will destroyed,
Uh-huh.
will
Oh
be
no.
destroyed, because I couldn't like strike. Now I can lift 15 here and 15 here. Plus, this year I bought a weighted vest to add more weight to my body. Now I can lift about 40
Oh, that's
kilos.
good. That's good.
40 kilos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every I try to challenge my body to adjust to for like a harder situation.
Mm,
And just one thing, I'm interested in longevity as well. So that's what.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's yeah. I agree with that. So that's kind of like a wake up call that I need to get active. So and I'm trying. It's just it's a slow process. It's so hard. Like, what do you do to motivate yourself, or what did you do to motivate yourself when you don't have anyone else to motivate you?
Because I am self motivated. Things what's happening around me and things. So it's like pushing me to do things.
Hmm.
So I have to, I have to do it, and I have to be healthy.
Hmm.
It's not optional, or it's a
Right.
choice. No, you can say mandatory for me to be healthy, physically and mentally.
Yeah.
In terms of other motivations, the number one motivation, or motivational speakers was Les Brown,
Hmm.
if you know him.
Yes,
Les,
I do. I like him a
yeah.
lot.
So I started listening to him. So I used to just run his uh, videos,
Hmm.
then exercise based on what he was saying. That was very good. Then, sometimes YouTube suggests other videos stuff. So it just keep looping the videos. So listening to motivational videos were, I mean, was very helpful.
Hmm.
So it won't change you, and it will not improve your situation, but it keeps the hope.
Right. There you go. That's perfect.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you don't, because if I listen to any type of motivation, it will, and without taking action, nothing will change.
Absolutely.
But to keep the hope and the faith, you can say, doesn't die. So you need to. It's like you are feeding your soul,
Yes.
even if you are like in a bad situation. But because a bad situation can affect how we think.
Hmm.
So so sometimes we give up.
Yes.
Uh, for example, just to give you one thing, I think I talked to someone, if I can remember, about the exercise, and then he decided to go. He couldn't stay he tried, I think, 1 week or 2 weeks, then he left.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he couldn't continue.
Yeah.
So it's to be consistent is not easy, but sometimes it's you need to be motivated is to listen
Yeah.
to great people, and you do it as part of your lifestyle, is part of your life. It's not
Right.
something like you're forced to do it, but otherwise, if you don't do it, you will face the consequences.
Right. I like that. So making it part of your daily routine, but it's like you
Yeah,
said, you have to keep that hope alive, and in order to keep that hope alive, you have to feed your soul. Like I loved hearing that. That's
yeah.
absolutely correct. Yeah.
Thank you.
And what else did you have to add, or is there anything else that you have to add?
uh Sometimes having a support group or people who encourage uh, you can be very helpful.
Okay.
Myself personally, it was the opposite.
Hmm.
So like I didn't get encouragement from the people around me, like friends and others. Like
Hmm.
so it's like, because when I started like going just strong from the day one when I started learning. Say, calm down. So I saw. Just leave it. Just eat what you want and eat what you need. At the end, you will die.
Oh
So
no. Okay.
this was the advice given.
Oh my.
So there is no point of like everyone will die. Everyone. I was saying. Uh, I will I will eat healthy. I will continue learning about nutrition and do physical activity. When I age, I don't have to suffer. I want to have like a good adulthood life, not just a life that a person is holding a full bag. A full bag of medicines.
Hmm.
So because when I see people like carrying a bag, carry a bag full of medicines,
Hmm.
different type of medicines, so I feel scared.
Yeah.
So I said I don't want to go through to to reach this.
Right.
I see like a few or just a few people, even at the age of 80, 90.
Hmm.
They are. I know someone who is close friend to me. He's now, I think, 98.
Hmm.
he's following a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
He's still strong, even like I think soon will reach the 100.
Yeah.
When I told him, let's go, or are you going to eat in the restaurant? He said, I don't eat in the
Hmm.
restaurant. He eats only when he travels or he goes for like invitation. So just to show you how, I mean, having the like a sort of support group or community, people can encourage you, so
Yeah.
it will help you. This is
Yeah.
like a sort of motivation, especially if there is someone who is more educated than you, is going to be very helpful. For
Hmm.
myself, I had to figure things I mean on my own.
Hmm.
Learn, attend. I did the first course for health and nutrition was in 2000 and I think 16 or something like that. I did the
Hmm.
full course, and then I went. I looked for another courses. I did the other nutrition course, then fitness course. Then I started learning about sleep. Then I bought many books. Even one of them was this by Dr. Mark Hyman. It's about eat fat,
Get thin.
get thin. And
Yeah.
this is what I eat. I mean, my diet is full of fat.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I follow this approach as well. And one thing, because people may, I mean, when you start talking about diet, you follow this diet, you follow keto diet, follow like plant-based diet,
Hmm.
follow that diet. People, if what may start arguing about it. This diet is right. This so I found I don't follow a specific diet,
Hmm.
and even someone if someone asks me what is the best diet to follow, my answer would be like there is no best diet, but you make sure you eat the right food, a whole food.
Hmm.
Then you eat what you enjoy. And yes, there's like some people may have some issues with foods like uh, food sensitivity or celiac disease, so they
Hmm.
might or they need to avoid certain foods, but in general they need to eat what they enjoy. So I
Right.
don't recommend like if you eat this, you will be strong next day. Some people used to, like you said, for example, you read for apple can help do this and that, and it's helpful. And so you mention one fruit
Hmm.
and about the potential benefit of this fruit.
Hmm.
They start eating. They say, I tried to eat this, but it didn't change anything. I met someone, he told me that. He said, I'm eating, he mentioned I think the food or fruit. He said, well, I uh, didn't benefit me. So they think it's like, do you know, when you have a headache or something,
Yeah.
your doctor sometimes prescribes uh, a medicine just to treat a symptoms. So the symptoms will go. So it's not to treat the cause. So they look at when you mention something, they think you will get the benefit next day or within days. It takes time.
Yeah. It takes time.
Yeah. Just to apply this to myself, when I started taking vitamin D3, I didn't notice anything.
Hmm.
But I think it took about 3 months because the body has to rebuild itself.
Right.
Takes time. So
Yeah.
usually when you start changing, it takes time to feel the change or to feel the effects. So after 3 months, or I think more than that, or 4 months, then I started noticing that the bone density changed. So
Yeah.
when I like drink something hot or cold, I feel it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel the pain in my teeth.
Yeah.
Even when I used to do the light dumbbells, so I
Hmm.
felt like my bone will be or would be broken. Then after that, keeping with how I mean with the right nutrition and having some supplements helped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it takes
Oh, so
time.
that even helps with tooth sensitivity as well?
Uh, Vitamin D helps with like improve immunity
Hmm.
and bone density and other functions in the body.
Hmm.
So it's for type 2 diabetes is going to be number one
Okay.
supplement to have it
Hmm.
if they don't get exposure to the sun. So number one is the sun.
Hmm.
And like if someone is working, say 7 or 8 hours, so he's inside the building. Then when he goes or she goes, it's say 1 hour inside the car, 1 hour going back inside the car. Then you are at home, so you don't get exposure, sun exposure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your body cannot make vitamin D.
Okay.
So you can get a few from foods, but you won't reach the I mean even the minimum required. So people need like to test their vitamin D levels before starting taking supplements. The medical doctor can
Okay.
guide with them with that and recommend them the amount they need to take.
Okay. So before you start the vitamin D supplements, it's best to know what your levels are.
Yeah, it's better to have to know that, and even you can measure things. If you start in this like point A and you want to go to point B, so you know
Yeah.
what you have achieved.
Okay. And then, so if someone were to get approval from their doctor for the vitamin D, how long would it take for them to actually notice a difference? Would it take 3 months, 6 months, or just varies?
Yeah, I don't actually I do I don't know for sure, but this is
Hmm.
what I experienced myself. I went to a health and wellness event. Is like where companies and brands run like an event once a year
Hmm.
to uh, present the products. So a person was complaining about uh, her knees.
Hmm.
So it's like a sort of inflammation.
Right.
Then when I went, I saw they had some supplements to aid knee pain and inflammation.
Hmm.
And they mentioned that they said it is going to take about 3 to 4 months. When I
Yeah.
heard that, I remembered my situation. So just this what they mentioned. So in general, something like that. So there is I cannot refer you to a study or
Hmm.
uh, a reference, but this is what I experienced myself and what I was being told
Right.
by a food supplement company.
Okay. That I get. I understand that. And then, like you said before, so even after this interview, I have to get up and go walk around. So how long? What is it like? How long should you walk around to kind of loosen your knees or whatever?
Uh, number I will start. Do you know usually I say there are three things
Mhm.
you can allocate a good budget for them.
Mhm.
Number one, your mattress.
Mhm.
You spend, I mean, when you sleep, you spend about, say, 8 hours,
Mhm.
7 to 8 hours. So this one third of your life. The second thing is your chair.
Mhm.
The third one is a good shoes,
Mhm.
especially when you walk. I mean,
Right.
you will have at least one pair of shoes. I mean, one shoe just for walking or to use it the most.
Mhm.
So these are the three things. I know if you had, I don't drive, so I spend on shoes, not lots of, but shoes are priority for me.
Mhm.
They're like the vehicle to move around.
Right.
So look at the chair. Is it ergonomic? Because there are some chairs can affect back pain. I mean, cause
Right.
back pain and knees as well, knee pain.
Mhm.
So this is number one. So just to go for the moment, number one, look at the chair.
Mhm.
Second thing, try to move like every 60 to 90 minutes.
Mhm. And how long should I move for?
About 5 minutes to 10 minutes. I mean, if you are in the let's say you work in a company,
Mhm.
so maybe you go and talk to someone in the other office.
Okay.
Yeah, standing. You don't try to not to sit down.
Yeah.
So it's not. I mean, these like small things. It's not about burning calories or to get
Mhm.
fit or not. Just it helps to reset your body, especially if
Right.
yeah, it like is a reset for the body. You know, and you keep your blood flow. I mean, you help keeping your blood flows better.
Right. Okay.
So it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But you need between like say these like a small things you do, but you need a longer break, about
Okay.
1 hour.
Okay.
And you need in the morning you do like when I don't exercise because I do 3 days only.
Mhm.
Each day about 35 to 40 35 to 40 minutes in
Okay.
terms of exercise. So the whole routine, so like you eat something a little bit before, then after that, and everything, it takes me 1 hour.
Okay.
So 3 days moving. I mean, for like routine, high
Right.
intensity interval training.
Yeah.
So when I don't exercise, I do like a light exercise. It's like cardio and strength. I mean, stretch
Mhm.
training. Light, 5 minutes to 10, just to uh, help the body, just the muscle, the bones get ready for the day. I do it in the morning, so I don't exercise during the day, only
Okay.
in the morning. This helps. I mean, your mind start being in like a powerful state
Mhm.
from the beginning of the day. Then the rest of the day will be good.
Okay.
You keep moving, and even if I do exercise, there is one thing I don't is not negotiable:
What's that?
walking. I walk every day at least 30 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Even if it is rains, I mean, if it rains, I go and walk.
Okay.
If it snows, I go and walk.
Mhm.
So 5 7 days walking is, I don't say, oh, I just did my exercise, so I don't need to walk. No, I don't. This is something different, separate. Even when you walk, it's a light, or you can say it's a type of cardio exercise or physical activity.
Hmm.
It helps with your mental health, your brain flush things out.
Yeah.
When I used to uh, do programming, I type codes.
Hmm.
My background is website development. I
Hmm.
used to struggle with some codes to analyze the codes and something like that. So when I go outside and I start walking, I start thinking about the technical issues I had. So
Hmm.
I resolve them there. Then I go back home or to the office. Then I fix it.
Yeah.
So it helps. So walking is, you need to have walking like, uh, you don't just compare it with the regular exercise. No, it's something part of your daily life,
Okay.
your daily routine. So you do it every day. Then you try to move, and the type of exercise that you do is very important to help with, uh, to strengthen your knees. So it's better to look at some videos. So squats is going to be number one
Hmm.
and the easiest thing. You
Yeah.
do it without weight. Then when you become like physically more active, or your fitness level becomes better, then you can add some weights and just to add some pressure to help with that.
And would you suggest doing squats every day as well, or just doing that 3 times a week?
uh, Myself, I do squats, but it's light,
Hmm.
so there is no pressure and there is no intensity.
Yeah.
I do it when, it is called active rest.
Okay.
So you do exercise. If you do today, you exercise the, let's say, the high intensity interval training. You do it today. Next day, you do the what's called active rest. You are
Okay.
not fully resting, but you are still active. So you can do it light. So
Hmm.
you need your body to recover. You don't want to have pressure on your body. So you do it light, just to help your knees moving.
Okay.
But
And
when I
then,
do it during the main exercise, I do it. I put pressure there.
okay, then you're intense. So, as far as walking, do you do interval walking, or is it just a brisk walk for 30 minutes a day?
Yeah, brisk walking is the best thing to do.
Okay. Okay.
If you go for a walk, then you start. Sometimes I miss this. I start like walking slowly.
Hmm.
Uh, you feel you don't feel like you're walking, or you becomes like you feel like just lazy. So
Yeah.
brisk walking,
Okay.
yeah, you feel there's a sort of intensity.
Right. Yeah.
There's one thing to just, you can say, on the top of that, try to look horizontal to train your eyes. I learned this recently, because when we sit down on the computer most of the time, so the computer is like, uh, there is one, I mean, say about 60 or 70 centimeters.
Hmm.
Our eyes most of the time just either on the phone or computer. When
Yeah.
we go outside, just to train our eyes as well, is to
Yeah.
look horizontal to like the far uh,
Right.
point,
Yeah.
just to train it. I found this very helpful. I just learned it a month ago.
Okay.
You can search for. I think I forget his name. He's uh, he's a professor. I cannot remember his name.
Yeah. And what are the benefits of looking like off into the horizon? Like, what are the benefits of that?
It helps with your. It doesn't improve your. It doesn't improve the vision, but it helps adjust your vision. I mean, do you know when you spend years? I will give you an example. If I spend years like that working on the computer,
Hmm.
when I walk, I will be walking like this. So
Yeah.
I don't. So how I can adjust my pots? What do you call it? My body and
Sure.
yes, only by
Yeah.
doing exercise. So you
Yeah.
feel like you are relaxed.
Right.
I don't know what to give you the term. I don't know
Yeah.
it, but I would recommend, especially if you are spending lots of time working on the computer. It's called. You can search for eye health.
Hmm.
So, because before I used, uh, I thought when they give you glasses, is yeah I know sometimes it's for the eye vision. It's like weak, but I found is they give you just to adjust how the eye respond to the things when you
Right.
see it. Uh, I tried this. I mean, I'm still like experimenting with it.
Hmm.
I found
Yeah.
it very helpful. I don't, do you know, I don't see the letters because I started to see a little bit blurred on words, and especially when I look to the phone, so something close to me. So
Hmm.
when I started the training, this it helped. So I
Okay.
don't use, even I try to have glasses just for
Uh-huh.
the computer, but I don't use it.
Yeah.
So this something you can look at it, and I don't have enough information about it, but it is a
Right.
sort of thing to train your eyes.
Got it. I like that. I didn't even, who would have, I never just even thought of eye health. So that's definitely something that's very interesting and as well as intriguing.
Yeah, eye
So,
health is a concern for me.
uh-huh.
That's why I looked for it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to do that when I go walking and see if I can
yeah.
really tell a difference. That sounds very interesting. But again, for the listeners, what is the best way to get in contact with you? And I will also be putting it in the description, but just to go ahead and say it again.
Uh, People can visit wellnessimpact.org
Mhm.
to check what I'm doing, to check what sort of help I can offer, or they can go to search for Gamden Al Ariki, because my surname maybe is difficult.
Mhm.
Search for me on YouTube. You will find a YouTube channel there where I talk about type 2 diabetes and different things related to diabetes. Or you can search for me in LinkedIn and Facebook. You will find me there.
And what's your YouTube channel?
You can write Wellness Impact.
Wellness Impact. Okay.
Yeah, you can find it there. That
Okay.
is the YouTube channel. So the
Okay.
easiest one is to go to the website. Then you can from there you can navigate where you want.
Okay. Okay.
And I have got just one thing for your audience, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I am offering a 1 hour free coaching for only for three people
Hmm.
from your network or your audience. So
Okay.
Each person will get 1 hour free coaching.
Okay. All right.
And uh, the reason for this coaching is to get clarity
Hmm.
about diabetes, and what is your next action plan is going to be, or where you can head to. So it's just to give you a clarity about the condition and what you need to do. So it's not, it won't change things, but it will help you in, navigate options.
Okay. And how long will they get? Like, how long will each free session be?
It's 1 hour for one person.
Okay. And there's only three people that can get that, right? Just the first
Yes.
three.
Yes, they can go to the website and book a call there, and they can just reference. They have, like, I think there is a question there. How did you find us or me? So they can
Mhm.
just reference it there.
Right. Just the It's All About Healing podcast.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
exactly.
I like that. That's interesting. I'll definitely put that in the description as well. And I will definitely get that going. Is there anything else that you like to add?
Actually, nothing else, but I just don't give up. This number one,
Hmm.
and have the right mindset.
Yes.
Look for support from people around you. That's it. And really, I am very grateful for giving me this great opportunity to talk to you first,
Hmm.
and to pass my message to your audience. Even my English is not my first language, but
Hmm.
I tried my best to explain things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So English is my second language.
Yeah.
So I am based in the UK.
Hmm.
Uh, so I hope maybe some people might find it difficult to understand certain things because of the accent or the language. But
Hmm.
overall, I hope that I managed to tell a story and provide valuable information for your audience.
Absolutely. You did a wonderful job. You're very informative and I could understand you clearly. So I think you did a wonderful job and I greatly, greatly appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. So it's been wonderful having you on again, everyone. This is Ghamdan. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you and take care.
All right, everyone, stay blessed.